If you have ever wondered, I want to buy land in Nigeria, what are the steps I need to take? I don't want to get scammed, I don't want to lose my money. Then you are in the right place, because in today's video, I am doing a deep dive of every step you need to take from the beginning to the end. So make sure you stick around and watch every part of this video, and also grab a pen and a paper and make sure you jot the points. What is the first step you need to take? This is the decision stage, all right? You have to decide. So what type of land do you want to buy? Where do you want to buy the land? What is your budget? What's your investment goal? Are you buying the land with the aim of, okay, in the next 2, 3 or couple of years, I'm going to sell it and make a profit on it? Or you want to buy with the aim to develop it, to build on it? Maybe you want to build your personal house, you want to build a commercial property, you want to do anything. It's important that at the beginning you have a good idea of what exactly you need and want to go for it, because it will help you when you are searching. If you cannot decide on what you want, you won't be able to even identify it when you see it. And so that's why this stage is very important, and you should not skip on it. So after you've made the decision, this is now the search stage. You now start searching. You could ask your friends, oh, I need a property. I need a plot of land at Ikate. Oh, I need an acre of land at Ekpe. Oh, I want to buy land at Asaba and I need like 2 plots. Or I need an acre. This is the stage where you start asking, you start your search. And the internet has really made it easy. You can even search online, all right? And you'd be able to find various options that are available to you. So at the point, the third stage is then to conduct a physical inspection. And even before that, after you have done the search, I would need you to, of course, ask questions. You would usually go through a realtor, a real estate agent, who would guide you and say, okay, this is the property that is available. These are all the necessary details you need to know about the property. This is the location. This is the amount it's going for. This is the fee it's going for. This is the type of land. This is the area it is located and everything. Please ask questions. There's a Yoruba adage that says that abiro no kishino, meaning when you ask questions, you would hardly get it wrong. You would hardly get lost. You'd hardly miss your way. So you have to have this mind as an investor to ask the necessary questions, all right? Make sure you ask the necessary questions, and then you can then go ahead and do a physical inspection. Please don't skip on this. Even if you're in diaspora or you are out of town and it's difficult for you to do a physical inspection, you could get a trusted person to do that on your behalf, and they could maybe do a video call or a video recording. So you have an idea, because there are a lot of things you would also look out for. The roads to the place, the accessibility, all right? It's very important that you do a physical inspection. Now, after you have now done this is the stage where you do due diligence, and this is asking the necessary questions and verifying the answers, because it is not just about asking questions. It is about knowing the right questions to ask and verifying it. Of course, anyone who wants to sell to you will tell you, is a salesperson, will tell you what you need to hear. But you as an investor, you are the one putting down your hard-earned money. So you have to be sure you are putting it to good use. And the first question you'd have to ask is, who is the owner? All right, is it an individual? Is it a group of persons? Is it a company? All right, you need to know that. And you need to verify it. Or is it jointly owned? How did they come about ownership? This is very important, because when it comes to ownership, when it comes to title, and what I mean by title is ownership. Ownership is passed from one person to the other. So if you buy from one person and there's any legal problem with that person's ownership, once you buy, you will inherit that legal problem automatically. It's just like you buy a phone and you later discover the phone was stolen. Yes, you have paid money, but you will run into trouble if you don't return that phone, because it is stolen. It doesn't matter whether you did not know or you have paid money. You have inherited the legal issue of the fact that it's is a stolen phone. It's the same thing. So if you're buying from the wrong person who is not the owner, you would be in trouble. I don't mean to bring you bad news, but I have to tell you what it is. All right, you would be in trouble. Now, I also have to state that you need to involve a lawyer at this stage, because there are a lot of questions that the lawyer would ask. The lawyer would check through whatever documents they have. If they don't have documents, the lawyer would guide you on the questions and intelligence gathering to be sure you're in safe hands. Because if you pay to the wrong person, that would be catastrophic. you have just lost the money. And of course, you also need a surveyor. A surveyor would be able to pinpoint the location of the land and compare it and confirm that, okay, this document that they have given us actually applies to this land and that they refer to in this document. The reason is sometimes people, a lot of fraud goes on. People use documents for another plot of land to sell a different plot of land. All right, so that is why you cannot do without your lawyer and your surveyor, and their duties are very separate. Now, investing in real estate, if you want to invest in real estate and you don't want to lose your money and you want to really invest and make ROI, you have to have the mindset that you cannot do it alone. Even as a lawyer myself, I don't do my investments alone. I get the help of professionals. All right, so that is very important. You can check the link in the description box below. I have explained, I have put a link to my due diligence masterclass. It's an instant masterclass that talk more about this point. I wouldn't be able to go into all the details of due diligence in this video, but you can check that out. All right, so that is the fourth step. Oh wow, we are already at the fifth step. Stick around because every step matters. So after the fourth step, the fifth step is now where you then go ahead and buy the property, the land. And I have to state that you must have been given a go ahead, both from the lawyer and the surveyor. They've checked and they've assured you that yes, it's safe for you to go ahead. Yes, this document tallies with this land. Lawyer has looked at all the necessary documents and said and done all the necessary investigations and searches and seen that it's safe for you to go ahead there, that the person who is selling to you, the person's ownership is genuine. It has no legal problems at all. The land is not under government acquisition. Do you understand? It's very important. So at this point, you make payments. The lawyer will draft the deed of assignment. Your lawyer will draft the deed of assignment, and you ensure that the people sign. The people who are selling to you, make sure they sign. So I usually advise that you do it the same time. So as you're making payment, they're signing the documents. All right. Make sure they sign all the necessary documents. And yes, your payment, it's safer for you to do it through the bank. Don't do a cash transaction, just to avoid in future of maybe allegations of fraud or anything. So let there be a paper trail for the payment that you did, and then you have your documents showing that you are the owner of that land. Congratulations on your investment. All right, now the sixth is you have to take possession. Now, when it comes to real estate, there are two aspects to real estate, to your ownership. It's you having ownership and it's properly documented, all right, and you being in physical possession. And what I mean by physical possession is physical control. Physical control. Now, when you have bought land, please ensure that you go to the land. Do something on that land that will make it obvious that ownership has changed. If it was a bush before, clear the bush. Preferably do a short fence if you can afford it, and maybe you are not interested in developing it immediately. You just want to buy and leave it. Don't just buy and leave like that. Do a short fence around it. If you can even put a gatehouse on it, a small house, put it there. Maybe if you can get someone who would be living in that gatehouse and you'll be paying them, and they will pay you, even if it's small money, inconsequential money. But you need your eyes on that property. You understand my point? You need someone who will be able to inform you if anything is going to go wrong, or someone wants to trespass. Maybe the people that sold to you, they want to come and sell again, because sometimes you have issues like that. If you have someone on ground, they'll be able to quickly alert you and let you know, oh, this and this is going on that property. If, for instance, it's a very large expanse of land and maybe it's in a farm, an area where people can farm, you can allow people farm on it. But just make sure they are paying you, even if it's money that is so small, even if it's 100 naira, let them be paying rent. So that they will, after a few years, they won't come and say, we are actually the owners of the land and everything. So you'd have like a receipt you are giving them every year. They are paying rent to you. But by all means, don't buy land and leave it for years. So some people were lucky. Some of our parents were lucky. They bought land and they left it for years, and they came back and they still met it. It was safe, but it's risky. I don't want you to do that risk. So ensure that you visit the land regularly. You have your eyes on that land. You have people around who can always report to you if anything is happening on that land. If you're developing the land immediately, it's fine. This, you don't necessarily have to follow this. But if you're not developing immediately, please ensure that you do that. And the seventh step is to perfect your title. The seventh step is to perfect your title. So perfecting your title means that if the land had a C of O already, you would apply for governor's consent to your deed of assignment. Or if there was no C of O on that property, it wasn't registered before, you'd apply for the C of O. So in my due diligence in real estate masterclass, the link is in the description box below. I explain the differences between registered and unregistered title, and I talked a lot more in detail about governor's consent and certificate of occupancy. So you can buy the masterclass in the link below. So yes, you've perfected your title, you are good to go. Those are the 7 steps that you need to follow when you are buying land. This is very specific for land, when you are buying land in Nigeria. If you have any questions, do go ahead and type them in the comment section below, and I'll be glad to answer them. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye-bye.